What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, a source close to the WBC that actually works for the WBC and a close friend that works in the sport of boxing informed me why Terrence Crawford decided to go the WBO route and make himself the mandatory for Tszyu Sebastian Fundora fight that's set to take place next Saturday, March 30th, in 11 days. And why the Errol Spence rematch for Terrence Crawford didn't come to fruition. The WBC states that they approved Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, to fight for the vacant WBC title at 154. But cited Errol Spence is the one that pulled out the rematch because of his eye injury, which left Terrence Crawford in limbo. Terrence Crawford then was trying to scramble to find an opponent. He already is preparing to move to 154. So his belts at 147 are going to be vacated. He's getting ready to be the champion at 154. One of the goals for Terrence Crawford was to be undisputed simultaneously in multiple weight classes. But that went astray since the IBF decided to strip Terrence Crawford of his IBF title the moment he inherited Jerron Boots Ennis as his mandatory, because Jerron Boots Ennis was Errol Spence's mandatory, and then Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. And so he became, that being Jerron Ennis, Terrence Crawford's mandatory. Terrence Crawford has a rematch clause with Errol Spence. The IBF, Mr. Darryl Peoples, didn't respect that, didn't honor that, and immediately stripped Terrence Crawford and cited that Terrence Crawford didn't fight his mandatory. Which they knew, if that was Errol Spence, it would be the same scenario. They have an immediate rematch clause that Errol Spence activated. So Errol Spence now is the reason the rematch is not happening, according to the WBC. And Errol Spence was going to fight Terrence Crawford for the WBC vacant title. But Errol Spence had that eye surgery. Now, one thing I don't understand is that Errol Spence stated that he had the eye injury before going into the Terrence Crawford fight. When he lost the Terrence Crawford fight, he stated that the eye injury hindered his vision and hindered his performance because he couldn't see and adapt to Terrence Crawford's jabs and hooks. So after the fight, Errol Spence immediately stated that he wanted to run it back with Terrence Crawford, and he wanted it to take place at 154 in December. Now, they fought July 29th. Errol Spence did not get the eye surgery, the corrective eye surgery, that is reportedly, depending upon what website you look at and what MD you talk to, that recovery period is 6 to 8 week recovery period from cataract eye surgery, corrective cataract surgery. So Errol Spence knew he had this eye injury that he had to get corrected that prevented him from performing to the best of his abilities. He should have had the eye surgery because this took place before Showtime actually got out the business of the sport of boxing, which they was going to air the rematch and put up the budget for it. So with that said, it made sense to have Terrence Crawford rematch on your brain and have that corrective eye surgery as soon as they. Now, he took some punishment in the fight, so he may not have been able to get the surgery immediately. But at the moment you was able to get the corrective surgery, he should have done it ASAP. The moment Showtime announced that they was getting out the sport of boxing around October, November time, Errol Spence should have had the corrective surgery right then and there. He knew that PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, founding advisor Al Heyman, had to find a new landing spot, which would have gave him time. So he would have been ready for this time. He didn't do that, and that's why the fight. He did the eye surgery in January, almost February, and there you have it. So, now they have given Sebastian Fundora and Tszyu 5 days after their fight, March 30th. So they have until April 4th, I believe it is. Yep, April 4th, to make a decision to honor Terrence Crawford as the challenger, which means that Terrence Crawford and Tszyu or Sebastian Fundora are going to fight probably about June, July time. That means Terrence Crawford will have fought one time in 2023 again. And he would be out the ring again for another year. He's fighting once a year. He fought once in 2022, once in 2021, once in 2023, and it would be once in 2024. He's fought a total of 4 times in 4 years. But nonetheless, I favor Tszyu. This was supposed to be Keith Thurman versus Tszyu, but Keith Thurman suffered a broken or ripped or ruptured bicep that saw him have to be pulled from the fight. And now you're going to have Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora, who got knocked out in his last fight by Brian Mendoza. You're going to have, now, Sebastian Fundora was supposed to face off against a different opponent for the vacant WBC title. That was supposed to be Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. He was supposed to fight for that belt. Now, Brian Mendoza is gonna fill in for Sebastian Fundora. He's gonna fight for the vacant WBC title. Tszyu is gonna fight Sebastian Fundora, and the rest is history. So that means Terrence Crawford will be fighting Sebastian Fundora, Tszyu winner, which I expect it to be Tszyu. I think Tszyu is going to knock out Sebastian Fundora. Period. So this is great news. This is great news. So there you have the update. Terrence Crawford. Now all the people that was complaining. So now you're gonna have Sebastian Fundora just lost to Tszyu himself, and now he lost a unanimous decision, and now he's gonna fight Sari Bachuk for that vacant WBC title. So he's gonna fill in. So this is great news. But all the people that was complaining about Terrence Crawford and Chris Eubanks Jr., where are they? They was claiming that he's ducking Jerron Boots Ennis. And he's ducking the rematch with Errol Spence. Well, now he's going to fight. He's not fighting Chris Eubanks Jr. He's going to fight the winner, Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora, for the WBO title. And he was set to fight Errol Spence for the WBC title. So where are all the people? They're non-existent. They're not Jerron Boots Ennis fans. They are Errol Spence fans that went astray and Terrence Crawford detractors, period. So let's see how this all unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.